Welcome back to Nick Lenz's Comic Corner, Classics as Non-Classics. This is episode number 748 and Doubleshot number 652. Alright? I'm going to cover volumes 11 and 12 of Ultimate X-Men. Volume 12 is The Most Dangerous Game, and Volume 3 is Hard Lessons. Let's start with The Most Dangerous Game, collecting issues 54-57, still done by Brian K. with new artist Stuart Immonen. Yeah. The thing with this storyline is, it's the ultimate debut of at least 3 characters who are very familiar with X-Men fans. Longshot, Mojo, and Spiral. Oh, by the way, this is what Longshot looks like in the Ultimate Universe. Yep. Yeah, as for Spiral, not much difference for her except that the only slight difference they made with her is that they actually made her Longshot's girlfriend in this universe. Yep. They did. Oh, here is Mojo. Yes, this guy is Mojo. Thinking, okay, where's the spider legs? Well, this is the ultimate version of him, so yeah. No Mojoverse. Yep. Yeah, so it's a largely overweight guy in a fancy suit. And his name is Mojo Adams. Yeah, this is him. I think he appears one more time after this, but that's really it. And that's all they do with this character. Yeah, mostly. Oh, yeah, and there's one other character who has nothing to do with Mojo, and yeah, he makes his debut in the storyline, even though that, by all appearances, this guy has never had any history with Mojo at all, though he's done some similar tactics to him. Why, it's the ultimate version of Arcade! Yes, this guy is apparently Arcade! Now, Arcade in the regular universe is a guy who wears a white suit and basically kind of acts like, well, a little bit like DC's Lex Luthor in a way. I mean, he's got red hair. He does a whole murder world stuff. Here, he's just a mercenary. Yeah, he does virtually nothing in this storyline. Yeah, he's a character who is complete pointless. Yep. Now, what about Spiral? What does she look like in this storyline? Well, by looking at her appearance-wise, the only difference is she doesn't have her silly helmet. But, yeah, not really much change with her. Now, in the case of this particular, in the case of having Mojo and Spiral show up, for me, it's not surprising because these two are heavily associated with Longshot. Arcade was actually a little bit surprised because, yes, he is an X-Men villain, though he made his debut as a Spider-Man villain. But that's something else altogether. But yeah, this by far, interesting little storyline. Yeah, also, Mojo Adams gets taken out, and of course his show is taken off the air. And it turns out, now, in the storyline, the reason why they're investigating Longshot is because he may have committed a murder. And they're trying to clear him. It turns out, yeah, he did kill the guy. The reason why is because he caught him sleeping with his girlfriend. Yeah, that is seriously the reason why he did it. Though the guy was a big anyways. And of course, Spiral had to flee because it would look bad on her if she was caught with the dead body of a politician in her apartment. If it was some other random guy, not my problem. But this guy was a politician, a very popular one too. Oh yeah, and also, they're on the island of Kuroda. Yeah, this island. Which in the Marvel Universe, the regular one, it's a sentient island. It's an island that's alive. This one is just some random island off the coast of Genosha, which, by the way, a very big into the country, just like they were originally in the Marvel Universe, regular Marvel comic universe. But here, they still are. Oh yeah, and also apparently Warren Warrington, basically Angel's father, supports them. Yeah, which kind of begs the wonder. Does he care the fact his son's a mutant? Yeah, here's kind of the thing. In the movies, Angel's father hated the fact that he was a mutant. That they hated that Angel was a mutant. Warren Warrington Jr. He hated his own son was a mutant. In the comics, way that Roy Thomas presented it, it didn't seem like. Actually, it was the way Stanley presented it. He didn't seem like that he was actually. Well, seemed like he wasn't against it. I don't think he even knew his son was mutant at all. As far as I can tell, I don't think he ever knew because the guy got killed off by his own brother. Yep. But yeah, and this is actually and also good development for Angel because it gets Daz as a girlfriend. This lasts up until she and him get killed by a tidal wave. An ultimatum. Thank you, Jeff Loeb. A relationship that managed to last a year at most. Yeah, because I think the series come out twice a month anyways. Yeah, managed to last for a good little while. And then they get killed by a tidal wave. Yep, both of them do. 9.5 out of 10. It's actually not that bad of a storyline. Next up is a storyline I actually really wanted to talk about. This is Hard Lessons. Yeah, this one has a debut of Lady Deathstrike, who is no friend of she doesn't have past Wolverine in this universe. Oh no. Her past is with Storm, who Wolverine finds. Yep. Now, this was actually a really good storyline, and it's great, though, that Wolverine makes his return. I think the last time he physically showed up is when, at this point... Sorry, I'm going to scratch my nose, but yeah, my nose is itchy right now. Yeah, been a little while. So, yeah, also, Lady Deathstrike, appearance-wise, didn't really... It seems like they actually based her appearance just like they do... Oh, yeah. In the first issue, which has nothing to do with the spiral, the whole thing with Lady Deathstrike, it's a storyline done by late Steve Dillon featuring Charles Xavier. None of the X make a quick cameo in the issue. Yep. And this actually has a connection to Hellfire and Brimstone, because people who run Sebastian Shaw's estate apparently have frozen his assets, and he really wants his money. And of course, this mutant called Syndicate shows up, holds a bank hostage, and yeah, it's an interesting little story. The whole thing with Lady Deathstrike, that's a quick little two-parter. The annual is a follow-up to Cry Wolf, where it features a follow-up to both Rogue and Gambit. Basically, what they're up to, they went to Vegas, and they run into Juggernaut. Yep, they run into Juggernaut, where they destroy his helmet and basically collapse a whole freaking building on him. As far as I know, he stays gone for a little while until he shows up in the final, toward the end of the series. But yeah, fun little stories. I love this. Aside from Steve Dillon doing the one issue in here, Stuart Immonen does the next two issues, and Tom Rooney does the annual. Yeah, I think Tom Rooney does the annual, as far as I can tell. Yeah, Tom Rooney does the annual. Yeah. But yeah, interesting little set of issues. It's a little surprising that it only contains like 3 issues in an annual. It's a really short trade. Yeah, unlike the last trade, which was also... Yeah, that's the thing with Brian K. Vaughan's trades. The trades only collect like 4 issues. I'm like, that's it? Only 4 issues? In the case of Mark Millar's one, at least his trades collect more than 4 frickin' issues. That's big disappointment for Brian K. Vaughan's run, is the fact that trades are so short. Yeah, 4 issues and bam, that's it. Yep. But I love this. I'm going to give this an 9.5 out of 10. I love the artwork. I love this cover. Which, of course, after this, Storm gets dropped off the Institute. And, of course, Wolverine goes back wandering again. Okay? I think the series at this point was come out twice a month. Or at least however many times a month. Yeah. Let me look it up on here for Ultimate X-Men. Because in the annual, they didn't introduce anybody. No. Yeah, but it's interesting. Also, the annual was noteworthy for the death of Gambit. Yep, Gambit dies. How did he die? Well, he gets absorbed by... Well, he gets absorbed by Rogue. I think he stays dead as far as I can tell. I think he does. Yep. But yeah. Just Syndicate, Lady Deathstrike. The annual has no... excuse me. Yeah, there's no first appearances in the annual. Nope. But I think that probably the high point of this particular storyline, besides the Charles Xavier issue, is, well, all the stories in here are really good, but I think for a lot of people are probably looking forward to Lady Deathstrike, but it's only a quick little 2-parter, and that's it. Because you have a standalone issue, a 2-parter, and an annual. That's it. Yeah, and Brian K. Vaughan only has like 1 more trade to go. Yep. which I have it here. Yeah, I have that one here, but yep. Oh, I forgot to mention this when it comes to this particular one here. There is a partial homage to Mutant Massacre in here. Yeah, it's this scene right here. Yeah, those of you who see Mutant Massacre, the X Factors tie-in. Yeah, what does this image remind you of? Yes, this same exact thing happened in the 616 universe, where Angel got pinned to a wall during Mutant Massacre by the Marauders in the Morlock tunnels. Yep. Though in the case of what happened in the regular universe, he got his wings briefly amputated, and then of course he got replaced with wings by Apocalypse. He had those metal wings for many years until he grew his wings back. And also, basically Angel's team was not supposed to go there. It was basically just, the team was basically Cyclops, Jean Grey, Iceman, and it wasn't Colossus, no, because Storm was gone, Wolverine was gone, Rogue was gone too. I'm trying to remember who was the other one. It was, I think it was Kitty Pryde. Yeah, Kitty Pryde. While the rest of the team, which basically Angel's team consisted of Nightcrawler, Colossus, Dazzler, and of course Angel. Which, yeah, I gotta praise Brian K. Vaughan for actually having Dazzler part of the X-Men, because if he knows how she is in the regular universe, it seems like half the time she doesn't want to be with the X-Men, despite being a mutant. Yeah, and her singing career has not been much the same since that graphic novel that came out in the 80s, which she outed herself as a mutant, and that really killed her career. Those of you who never read this particular Marvel graphic novel, it's Marvel graphic number 12 called Dazzler the Movie, where she basically outed her mutant status, and it killed her career. She still has some of her career in the Marvel Universe, but it wasn't as big as it once was. Yeah, I'm not really sure whose bright idea was it for having her basically out herself as mutants. The X-Men knew, and I had heard there was plans to have part of X Factor, but those were axed, and those plans were shelved aside, and she got replaced by Jean Grey in that comic, and she later showed up in the pages of New Mutants after that. Yeah, she even showed up in some issues of New X-Men. I think she's made some appearances recently, and she keeps changing her hair color. Yeah, either she's a blonde or she's pink hair. It's really weird. Yeah, they never bothered to explain it. I think the whole punk rocker thing is interesting, and it looks like a lot of the time when you see her, she's wearing a thong, because you see her underwear sticking out from basically because her pants are kind of low. But yeah, a lot of people actually kind of like this interpretation of Dazzler from what I've heard. Yeah, they do enjoy it. So yeah, that's really it for this particular review. Stay tuned for the next episode, where I'm going to do 2 more Secret Avenger trades, okay? But you'll find out what they are in the next episode, okay? Until I see you there, bye.